Alright, children, I'm here, and this is guaranteed to be a struggle review. 100% guaranteed, because I didn't even remember that I had not done this review, because I'm so friggin' exhausted. Oh my god, I cannot wait until Monday when I've got a good day off. I won't be speaking to anyone or looking at any living body. I can't wait. Let's do this. Queen Sugar. We begin with counseling. Ralph Angel and Darla in counseling. The counselor is prying into her family life. Now, what does not make sense to me is why Darla could not have gone into the counseling, immediately said, I don't have a relationship with my parents. I won't be able to give you too much, and it hurts me when you ask, it will hurt me if you ask about them. Let's try to do the counseling without. And if he were to say, oh, well, we do need just a little bit of your history growing up, blah, 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 then that would have been one thing. But it was just very strange to me that we're going straight into the counseling and mama ain't said nothing, and now he's talking about the parents, and she's just, oh, and I never saw them fight, and it's just woe's me. My parents, I'm unable. And I'm like, girl, sis, boo, if you know it's something, hold on, children, we're getting out here in the road. If you know it's something that you're sensitive about, go ahead and let the girls know, I am sensitive about this, won't be able to give you too much. Is that too much for me to ask? No, it's not. Let me pause this right quick, because I know the video gonna stop because I forgot to delete a couple things. Hold on. Wait, they in counseling, they want to learn how to, Darla says, we want to learn how to fight fairly. And I'm sitting here like, we don't fight unfairly. Ralph Angel fights unfairly. It's not a we issue. This is a Ralph Angel issue. It just doesn't make sense. See, there we go, trying to baby Ralph Angel once more and again. This is a grown man. We're not putting we. I would have been like, this nigga over here don't know how to fight fairly. He'd be, riding me about, my whole past and my drug past, and I don't have the time. If he can't get it together, we can't get married. But see, this is why. This is why I'm not allowed at the functions, because I just don't have the filter, nor have I the time. We swoop over, because I'm through with them for the moment. We swoop over to Vine. I don't know what we're doing here. I'm not sure what we're doing. It's unclear. But what I do know is I'm tired. Tired and confused. Moving along from me and my feelings, let's get into Aunt Vi's in here. She walking around, diddling and doodling and blah, blah, blah. And Hollywood says something along the lines of take it easy. And Aunt Vi says, well, the doctor said I may have fibromyalgia. We're not sure yet. And I'm just like, girl, you was doing all that sneaking and tiptoeing around over fibromyalgia. Again, not to lessen or diminish, fibromyalgia, because it's one of the worst. It's terrible. It's just, you're hurting all the time. You're going through, you don't feel good, blah. It's established. It's not a good disease. None of the diseases really are. But all of that tiptoeing and all that secrecy you was doing over fibromyalgia, it just, okay. You know who I got a bone to pick with today? Mother Nature. Because why is it 90 degrees in mid-October? I can't be bothered. Simply cannot be bothered. So anyway, swooping over, we at, I don't know, somewhere, the park or the country club, I don't know. We walking. It's Remy, whom I can't stand. Lorna, who I just, I'll sit for her, but I don't have the time, really. I'll give her just a brief moment of my time, but that's all I can do. And Charley, who we know, I go back and forth with her as well. So all these girls, at this point in time, are on my nerves just a little bit, but moving, swiftly and professionally. We talking about the Brown Sugar Corn Festival or whatever the girls are throwing, for the niggas in the neighborhood. And she's like, okay, we're going to have the Ferris wheel over there. The girls are going to be over there. Can dancers here. Little Romeo's going to perform back that way. She's giving all the, the ethnic function teas. And Lorna is kind of discouraging her and, telling her this is kind of a waste of money and time and it's not lucrative and blah, blah, blah. And Charley is saying what I would have said. Basically, first of all, ho, you don't understand what it's like to be colored. You stay in your white lane. You stay right over there in the white lane. Don't come over here. She ain't say like that because, can you really talk to your mama? I don't know. White kids talk to their white mamas like that. I don't know how black kids talk to their white mamas. I'm not sure. But I just would have been like, girl, you don't know the testimony. Don't come over here, trying to sully my good praise. Anyway. She is like, oh, you're spending too much money. It's not going to give you back what you need, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just saying, like, if she can create a community for these folks, they will want to do business with her. They'll tell their other friends, this, that, and the other. It will become a network. But Lorna don't understand it. It was on my nerves. It was on my nerves because my family is very discouraging as well. So I'm just like, I have had it with Lorna, with this particular instance. Anyway, we go on over to the High Yellow. I don't understand why we keep putting Lorna in situations where she may run across Aunt Vi. It's just not making sense unto me. So Lorna is in the restaurant. She's going, oh, this is Aunt Vi's restaurant, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, why you ain't suggest that y'all go to Olive Garden or something? You know, wherever rich white people go. Why you ain't suggest that? Why could you have just not said, just, you know, be like, you know, love you down. Mimi and Aunt Vi have had some differences. I don't think I need to be in her establishment. This boy's 16. He can understand that. Anyway, they in there. She meeting Kiki. You know, everybody loves Kiki. Kiki is just, you know, the one. And, you know, she's a painter apparently. And Lorna's like, oh, who are you influenced by? You know, blah, blah, blah. And she starts rattling off names. I didn't hear Frida Kahlo in there. And I wasn't pleased because Frida's legendary. But, you know, she starts rattling off. I guess she was rattling off black names. She didn't say Basquiat, so I wasn't sure. I'm not a big name person as far as painting, so it wasn't clear to me. But anyway, she's rattling off names. She said she wanted to go see the Louvre. So it wasn't the Louvre, it was something else where they have all these lovely, you know, art things. And Lorna's going into, oh, Micah's been there. I took him when he was 13. And I'm like, Lorna, you can't pick up on social cues. You can't see that this young man really wasn't trying to tell Kiki that he had already been to the function. He was trying to let her have her moment. Lorna, you're teetering. You're teetering on the line for me. It's, you know, you're weebling and wobbling. But right now you won't fall down. We're keeping an eye on you. So Nova, you know, she's down at the boho stove picking up ensembles. She's trying to figure out what she needs to wear to be on TV and blah, blah, blah. Dubois calls. And Dubois is trying to talk to her. They're trying to have just a casual conversation, and Nova's running as Nova does. And, you know, she basically hangs up the phone on him or something, you know, just like, I'm booked, bye. You know, that kind of deal. And during the conversation, he mentioned that, oh, I saw that you had booked, you know, a hotel room, and why I thought you were going to be staying with me, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, well, you know, they're paying for it, and it's going to be nice, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, well, it would be nice for us to stay at the hotel. I said, sir, you are not invited. You cannot invite yourself to my function. But anyway, and she basically gave the, don't want to tell you, you're not invited, but you're not invited. She gave him that. And then, you know, hung up. Swooping over to the country club. For some earthly reason, Lorna's still trying to help. So we down, you know, we golfing or whatever, and this white man pops in, and he's giving, you know, I would love to work with your mill. I've got, you know, all these acres, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, you are white, so why aren't you up there with the Landrys? She didn't say that, but it was implied. Why aren't you grinding with the Landrys? Oh, because they won't give me the family discount. Lighting, everything. They won't give me the family discount. And Charley took the time. She took the time out of her soul and spirit to contemplate. And she's still contemplating because she has not given us an answer. Whether she was going to let this man grind at her mill. You are doing all you can to get the Boudreaux and the Landrys out of your way. And you going to let Sam Landry's mama's brother's son or something come in and grind in your mill? You better don't. You better don't. Let me let up these windows because I know that I can't hear me and y'all probably can't hear me either. You just better don't. Moving along. Ralph Angel is in school. This I don't like. This is another variance from the book that I just can't get with. In the book, and I know you girls are probably sick of it. You're tired of hearing Kayla say, in the book. But in the book, Ralph Angel was a genius. He was a genius. He was, you know, he was like one credit shy of being an engineer, this, that, and the other. Very, very smart young man. In the show, they're showing Ralph Angel to be dumb, and I don't like that. I don't like that because I don't like the dumb black boy narrative, and I don't like the dumb farmer narrative. It's draining unto me. Anyway, so he's in school. He knows the answers to the questions. He's whispering them, and the white girl in front of him. You know, I shouldn't say the white girl. The young lady in front of him is giving, you know, let me raise my hand and say the answers that Ralph Angel's saying. And then when Remy asks why, she says, oh, I don't know, I was just repeating his answer. And so he puts Ralph Angel on the spot. Now, I didn't care for this because Ralph Angel did not raise his hand. He didn't raise his hand. He didn't want to answer the question aloud. As someone who is very, very shy and very, very introverted, you're not going to call me out on the spot. I will get up and walk out of your classroom. I'll just fail the class because you're not going to do that to me. But that's just me. It's just who I am as a person. So Ralph Angel, you know, tries to answer the question, but he only half tries because he didn't really want to be called anyway. And okay, you're gonna make me miss the light. You're gonna stop at the yellow light and just make me miss the light as well. Anyway, he ain't like being called out basically. And after class, he walks on up to Remy and is giving, I felt like you were being a know-it-all, blah blah blah. And I'm like, this is the professor of the class. He do know it all. It was draining, and I'm like, you're not gonna make me defend Remy. I don't like him. Don't make me defend him. I can't. But I just did. So anyway, Nova goes on by Charley's house. Lorna pops on at the back, and it's just tension, immediate tension. It's just, you stole my mama's man. And then Lorna goes into the story of, you know, your mother gave your father to me. He wanted to be married and this and that, and your mother didn't, so she sent him away, and he came to California, and he married me, and we didn't know anything about you, and then he got word about you, and he went back, and she sent him away again, and I loved him. And I'm just like, I don't care nothing about this. But if it's closure for Nova, praise God for that. You know, it drained me, but, you know, thank God for clarity for Nova. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. So, Hollywood had invited his boy Will over to the house. Now, what does not make sense to me is when I'm getting ready to invite someone anywhere, when I'm describing them to, you know, my peoples, all my peoples, I'm gonna be like, okay, so I got this white friend Will, we finna go do blah blah this, that, and the other. And my family would be like, okay, white friend Will, all right. And that would have just been that. Hollywood said, my boy Will is coming over to watch the game. So when old behind Aunt Vi, 60-year-old Aunt Vi walked into her home and saw the white man with the mullet sitting on her couch, she was shook. It made sense to me. I don't know why Hollywood was all, what you talking about ain't right. You acting like you racist. She is racist. She's 60 years old and she's black and she lived in the South. What you mean? She's racist. What you mean? What are you saying? She is old, black, and in the South. She absolutely does not want to come home and see white people sitting on her couch. She doesn't. She does not. Like, she's had it. There are certain people from certain times that feel certain ways. Her age group ain't really, you know, cool in it like that with the whites. You know, her mom and daddy probably would have been glad to have the white people sitting on the couch. They'd have been serving tea and scones, crumpets, and all the things. Because my great-grandparents are like, you know, you just got to do what the white people say. And I'm sitting here like, don't. Absolutely, 100% do not have to do that. But they're 90. They think like that. They're like, you know, the white man, he said it. We just got to kind of, you know, we got to. And I'm just like, not quite. Not me. I'm not the one. Just personally, not. And in my family, having these 4 generations, you know, my great-grandparents are 90. My grandmother will be 70 soon. My mama, we're not going to tell her age. And then me. You can see the effect of white people on the black family. I'm blessed to be able to see. It goes from, hey, the white man said it, to, no, we ain't even got to talk about white people, to, oh yeah, my white friend, I went to school, because my mom was in that Hollywood age range. Yeah, we were cheerleaders together, loved her down, white. And I'm just like, you know, I got some white friends, got some black ones, whatever. If they white and they racist, we just can't hang. That's just the way it is. Just can't do it. So I understood where Violet was coming from, and I did not understand why, when she said we're from 2 different time periods, Hollywood wants to go into, well, you know, this is not an age issue. This is, you know, what you're talking about ain't right. It is an age issue. Her age group. Why do people feel the need to constantly cut me off, sis? Where are you going? If you don't turn in this light, when I turn, I'm going to find you. Because you cut me off to keep going straight, we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem. Anyway, Ralph Angel's in a mood. He down at the High Yeller. They trying to have dinner or whatever. Darla ain't really feeling it, blah, blah, blah. Remy comes in. Darla and Remy talk. And then Darla and Ralph Angel talk. They hug. And I just didn't care. Nova brings some oils and herbs, you know, marijuana to Aunt Vi. And it's like, you know, for your fibromyalgia, get well soon. And then she goes into, did my mama not like Lorna? And they go into this big to-do. We find out that Mama ain't really have too much of an issue with Lorna. And, you know, it just kind of was Aunt Vi. Aunt Vi didn't like the girl. And that's just that. Now, where Ernest was derelict in his duty, and why I will never be an Ernest apologist, is you had your daughter. You lived for 30 or 40 years of this girl's life, and you never sat her down and told her what was going on with you and the circumstances of, you know, your sister and her birth and your birth and your brother's birth and how all of that came to be. You just never sat them down and told them that. Ernest, you may be canceled. I know you're terminated, but you may be canceled. I'm at work. I'm gonna try to come back in a little bit and catch some more of these, give y'all some more of these teas. But anyway, Aunt Vi is a racist, and this pen is stabbing me in my throat. I didn't get my notes. Let me grab my notes. As you may or may not be able to tell, it is much later, but whatever though, I'm still here. Okay, so Nova sits down with Vi. You know, she gave her the oils and the marijuanas and things, and so she sits down with Vi and is giving, you know what, I feel very much like I ain't really hate Lorna. I just didn't like Lorna because you ain't like Lorna. And did you not like Lorna because she was white? Now, I don't recall Aunt Vi giving an answer to the question. I don't remember. I knew the answer to the question, but I don't remember Aunt Vi giving an answer to the question. Peculiar. Okay, so you're ignorant. Just completely and totally ignorant. That's fine. Let me get over here because I don't have time for niggas. On to this. Continuing. She kind of read Aunt Vi for blood and points and all of that, but again, I understand Aunt Vi's position here. I get what she's saying. I get where she is because she's, you know, black women from the South that, you know, grew up in, you know, the segregated times and all of that. So it made sense to me. But whatever though. Anyway, moving along. Hollywood is at work. They're offering him, you know, a lot more money, a lot more stability, blah, blah, blah. But Sam Landry now is, okay, and you're ignorant too. Sam Landry is now a client of the people that Hollywood works for. Whatever. And so now Hollywood can't take the job. Now, I don't understand why Hollywood is not married into the Borderline family. He's just the nigga that go with Aunt Vi. No shade, you know, they got a nice relationship, it's cute. But he is just the nigga that go with Aunt Vi. Why is you turning down jobs on behalf of a family that you are not legally tied to in any way? I just didn't catch that. The T's just went right over my head. I didn't catch them. It just does not make sense unto me. Just, but whatever, he turned it down on principle and all of that. And, you know, mullet head Will is like, so are you crazy or are you dumb? Anyway, there was a game that the children were supposed to be playing. The children are Ralph Angel and Darla. A blindfolded, you know, lead the children around the house type of game. And Ralph Angel didn't want to play it. He said it sounded like something Blue would do. And I'm like, but you play with Blue. Why you can't play with Darla? It just, whatever. Moving along, he, you know, had been acting up all episode, and then he redeems himself by putting the blindfold on Darla and leading her around the house. I don't have time. I don't have the time because Ralph Angel, you are not going to win me over. And people are like, oh, he's fine. So, you know, we're going to let him have his moment. And he just because you're fine does not mean that you are not incorrect at all times. This boy is incorrect most of the time. What is going on here? Why is y'all blocking the road? Move. Anyway, just because he cute don't mean that when he acted a fool with Darla, it was not incorrect. All of this foolishness he does, we just seem to conveniently forget because, oh, he's just too cute. He's just gorgeous. And he is gorgeous. That is a gorgeous little boy. But I'm not going to forget that he's terrible. I'm not. Anyway, so he blindfolds and we just back in love again. Can't be bothered. Let me see. Nova is in Dubois' home. And you know, she used the key he gave her, and he just gonna forgive her. And I'm like, just because she cute, she got the same problem Ralph Angel got. Just because she cute, we just gonna forgive her behavior? We need to really sit down and have a talk and understand why we are the way we are. But whatever. he forgives her, they hug, and she goes on, and, you know, before they hug, she goes into how much she, you know, wants to ride this thing till the wheels fall off, blah, blah, blah. I didn't care. She's tired of pushing him away and all of that. And then the show went off, and that's that. So like, comment, subscribe, all the things the YouTubers say. I will catch y'all in whatever else I've forgotten to review. I know I haven't even watched How to Get Away with Murder. I'm behind on Scandal. I don't even know if I'm going to do Scandal, because I watched a little piece of an episode, and Fitz was standing by the door, and I had it. I turned to my mother and told her I've had it. So we're going to pray about Scandal. But How to Get Away with Murder is coming soon. And Iyanla, we are compiling, I think last week and this week's episodes. Me and my mama are going to present that to you. So I'll catch y'all. Peace. I wish you